I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million things that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, standing killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to run my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. Slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, standing there killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to run my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah, rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million things that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My fame really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cave. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. Slave for you.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you live at a charge for the Winston Throwback Series here live on iRacing, a platform for sim racing. It is going to be an amazing race tonight. Was supposed to be North Wilkesboro, but they called an audible, and they absolutely called an audible, and one of the best racetracks you're ever going to see. It is the crown jewel of NASCAR. It is their Super Bowl. It is the way of the world when it comes to speed in the Gen 6 car. It is Daytona International Speedway. Drivers are out there qualifying as we speak, and they are continuing to put down their fastest lap times. And we're ready to go. It is it's been a day, folks. It has absolutely been a day. I'm getting sick. We're getting all kinds of things here when it comes to this race session. What's going on to everybody out there on YouTube? Much love. Keep the chats flowing nice and even, nice and fun. I appreciate you very much. It's going to be an absolute blast of a day for these drivers as they get ready to show up, the floor up. It is Daytona. James Morgan's going to be your pole sitter. Clayton Kencart's going to be your outside pole sitter. Joseph Cossey, Joshua Abbey's going to be out there row number 2. Joe Tardif here at Wolfenbarger's going to be there row number 3. Miz and Bunnell are going to be there, row number 4. Crownover and Eric Dillingham are going to be there, row number 5. Dennis Daly, Joe Turcal is going to be out there, row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Rich Holland, Bobby Arnett, Carter Nelson, and Joshua Brock, row 8. Diesel Hunter, the Diesel out there in chat, having fun. I appreciate you, Diesel. Much love. He is going to be there in row number 9 with Gary Freeman to his outside. AJ Stevens, Mike McKaylee, row number 10, Jeff Pless, Mac McPherson. They're in row 11. Row 12 is going to be J.D. McKaylee and Kevin Savoy. Row 13 is going to be, Zachary King and Thomas Gom. Tyler Nichols, Robin Stevens out there, row 14. Row 15 is going to be Sam Green and Parker Weekly. And final row is going to be Michael Coulter Jr. and Hunter Smith. Right there for the drivers. Series presented by MCI Graphics on Trading Paint. There's a link in the race description, folks. If you go out there and check it out, you'll find a direct link to Coulter's Trading Paint's site. You're going to see a lot of these cars there. You're going to see a lot of things he does. Private message him and get him set on one of your cars today, especially these throwback cars. They do a phenomenal job. JB's Paint Shop, part of that as well. It is. It's going to be a good day. Race information for Daytona here. It is going to be the 2.5 mile length racing surface. A lot of speed. Driver's going to be 197 miles an hour plus 70 laps for 3 sets of tires, 1 fast repair. And 75% fuel in the cars. Josh says that there's going to be 28 to 30 or so laps of fuel, which these cars are notorious for being able to make, depending on where you set. If you lead the entire time, you're going to burn a lot of fuel. And these cars like to, they like to show up. That's for darn sure. James Morgan, ready to lead them off pit road. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you to all the support on TikTok here recently, folks. Appreciate everybody. If you haven't done so, find Signature Esports on TikTok. Got a kind of a different setup here with the camera and all the other stuff that I'm doing. So hopefully we'll be able to keep that rolling like we want to. And those are the kinds of things that we like to see, if I do say so myself. We'll keep all those things rolling and all the things happening like they're supposed to. Hopefully we don't see as many flickers as what I've been noticing here lately with what iRacing has been able to do. We're stress testing everything. I'm telling you. If it weren't for the weight of the world, it would be a whole different story. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Much love to you. I appreciate you all. Long look at the back straightaway here at Daytona. We see a lot of these drivers trying to avoid the big one. That's one of the things about this racetrack is it can happen at any time. At any time. We did a practice race on our Twitch channel where we got out and drove with these drivers this past Sunday, and it was insane. It really was. These Gen 6 cars, these Winston throwback cars, they look pretty phenomenal. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you for the like out there, Mr. Van Ness. Thank you for following out there, Zach T. 1999. What are you all doing in 1999? That's back when Y2K was the thing, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm on the old overlays because I'm still working on the other stuff, folks. We're going at it, pitter patter. Let's go. Green flag. It was fun. It was fun. Morgan, Kincart, Cossey, Abby. Drivers ready to go. 150,000 people in the front stands. You can imagine. Speed is everything. And if we start to see stutters here, folks, it's just going to be the way it is. Let's go, Coulter, says Michael's mom. Good to see you, Kelly. Much love. Or, sorry, Holly. Not Kelly. Holly. Much love. Kincart to the high side. That's where it's going to migrate for a little bit. We'll, if we see some single file racing, we're going to see it early on. It's going to be an absolute blast. Inside lane not holding up. The outside lane pulling is Kincart. Abby 1-2 right now for the 94-24. Mr. Ron, how you doing, sir? You keep being sassy, sir. That's I said that the other day, and I fully stand on it. I believe it. Wolfenbarger's going to be the 1. 17 of Bunnell's going to be up in the mix. Up on the high side. 22 rolling. It's going to be about who can place that knows where it needs to be. Now look at all that chaos behind. My Crash gives some shout outs. Corn, how you doing, brother? Get them all hooked up. Well, they're back here. They're all back here where I think they're just trying to ride for the time being to see what's going to be shaken out. No, I think the longest green flag we had was through a green flag, was almost through a green flag pit cycle. It's been a few days since we did it. I try to forget races that I run in. There's Mike McHaley here at the 0-2. Down to the bottom side. He's going to pull JD with him to the 0-2 and the 2. Running pretty phenomenally behind, so. Right, did you have the mic? It's all good, man. All good. No worries. So the first half of the stream, whoa, Costly to the outside. Morgan. Now they're going to be 3 wide, back to 2 wide. It was an aggressive move for the 18. Not necessarily what you want to see early on. It's not a good thing to lead every lap early on, especially if you're trying to change your pit cycle. You're going to have to have teammates working with you, and that's what we're seeing here for these drivers as they continue to push forward. Cockpit view of Eric Dillingham. One of our driver cams today. Trying to stay out of the back bumper of Bunnell as the outside lane tries to go together. Wolfenbarger on the bottom side has the 55 of Joe Tardif with him. Good to see Joe out there. I'm seeing Joe getting out more racing. We like that. But on board the trucker, this guy has my heart And the reason why he has my heart is because, well, let's face it, he helps put food on the table for all of us out there. He's an over-the-road trucker, and those guys are they're the bread and butter. I'm going to give a shout-out to all the truckers, the first responders, and police force, our nurses and our doctors out there. I'm going to big shout-out to you folks. Absolutely deserve all the praise in the world. You blue-collar workers out there, too, you take your hats off, and you sleep comfortable tonight. That's what I want to see. Much love to you. Oh, they're getting dicey. About on board, that's going to be AJ Stevens. We'll go back to his car. He's back here just kind of riding. Woo! What he sees in front of him, there's a 42 switching lanes. AJ's just here in the back, just chilling. Got Diesel Hunter behind him. Kevin Savoy's there as well. High line. Trying to find the preferred line, and now we're seeing some drivers migrate to the bottom side of the racetrack. 18 trying to side draft his way forward, which is something about these cars that will definitely be a factor if you try to put yourself in any kind of those situations. So, and keep that in mind. Is that where I gotta ask where I know the missus is not far from him. Robin's in here as well. That's AJ on board. AJ Robin is right here in the 88. Here she is. I forget to ask where these folks are. Get rid of all of that. Some resources. We're getting some spikes on our CPU here. It might just be. It closed down a couple of things there. It might just be all the other stuff. There's Josh Brock. The number 40 up 7 here. The gyro cam. Look at the banking on this racetrack. The steepest grade that you're going to see. And he is. Caution comes out for the first time. JD involved. Diesel Hunter off track. Josh Brock will back it down. The drivers will go to work. Chance for fuel and to calm the nerves. One for AJ Stevens. You're watching AJ Stevens in this one. Got to try it. But he didn't. I don't know if he was a part of that. Here's what happened. Ooh, big checkup. Oh, baby. Oh, sideways. Oh, slideways. 75 gets entangled in that one. That was just a big checkup. And it happened right in front of him. Let's go back and take a look here. All right, this is up here. Spicy was up in this one. Mr. Spicy right here. Big checkup on the inside. Ooh. Ooh, baby. So that checked all of that up, and that's what forced all of this back here. Here's Mike McKaylee. JD sees the checkup coming. Big checkup. We saw this last Sunday. Checkup. Ooh, baby. Big slide. Slideways, doors, each other. The McKaylee's involved. JD, who actually won that race, I do believe. He'll be holding on. All right, they're going to pace around. Lights are going to go off here on the pace car. I'm sorry. Lights are going down here. Are going to come on. Sun is going down. And I could speak today. You know, words are good. Words are good. Sun is going down. Lights are coming out here for the Sunsets guys here at Daytona. Cossy's going to be out there. Arnett. Josh Brock is staying out. Robin Stevens is going to stay out as well. I believe Spicy's going to stay out. Carter Nelson's going to stay out. And more than half the field coming in for fuel. Coulter Jr. out of the race today. I thought he was going to be... Is Coulter having internet issues? Yes, word.exe cannot be found. Yes, that's how my day has been. That's how the last couple of days have been. Been having some great racing and some great times. There it is. And some of what I might be seeing here, folks, is it did make some graphic changes on our graphics card to combat some of the changes that iRacing put out. And, you know, kind of increase quality, and sometimes it presumably finds latency issues. And, you know, it's a fine line between good looking and absolute garbage when it comes to graphic cards. Thank you for everybody out there on YouTube. Next week, Stevens Motorsports is going to sponsor next week's race. So while he's in there chit-chatting, you might want to just click on his channel and subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's a good thing. You do that. Where are we at next week? Get a look again. Pocono. We're at Pocono next week. Then Indy, then Talladega. We're gonna have a couple of weeks. We're gonna have the big tracks. This must be the monster week, the monster month. The Daytona here, Pocono next week, then Indianapolis, Talladega, Watkins Glen on May 1st, and then Darlington, Legacy, Texas, Chicagoland, Rockingham. Get ready to rocket forward as the drivers would go to work. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good time. Pocono's fun. I like Pocono, and I like it, Pocono and everything like that. I'm not a fan of it in the B car, in the Xfinity car. However, I'll run it in the Xfinity car. I like it in the Gen 6 car. I actually like it in the next gen car as well. Just it feels much smaller in the Xfinity car. You start racing more? Well, that takes us to our segue to go to iRacing.com. Make sure you have your subscription active, and if you need to, use James Morgan as your driver and give him a referral if you haven't already signed up for your sim racing experience. iRacing.com. I think they give you like half off your first month right now, which is pretty awesome. In the IndyCar. Yeah, it's fun in the IndyCar. I like the speed it carries. You don't like the B car? I tell you what, the Xfinity car gives some of the best racing out there. And that's just from a broadcast standpoint. The B car, just you have to wheel. That's the driver's car. When the Xfinity car, so when the Gen 6 car was active, it was a great mix between the Xfinity car and when they were doing the updates, it was a great version of basically the Xfinity car, the truck car with higher horsepower, with a lower downforce and higher horsepower. All right, we're back at it. Green flag racing, lap 11 coming. I like it. I'll agree with that, Ron. But you can't drive it? Yeah. That's all good. Gotta make it work. How about it? Spicy on the high side. Bobby Arnett. Bossy leading here. It's gonna get too big of a lead. Going to try to take the high side here. 88 to the bottom. We'll see Abby. Robin Stevens on the bottom side here. We'll have the 11 behind Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson at a Ford. And you want to see what your favorite driver's running? Well, there it is. Right side of their ticker. 17 down to the bottom side. Cossey trying to side draft forward. 24 is going to run high here. Bunnell in the bottom side. 24 of Abby trying to push the 18. That's a good overhead look of what's going on there. And right now, the 35 on the back bumper. The high side prevailing right now as Bobby Arnett left out to dry right now. Wolfenbarger to the high side. There is the 35 up there. Rich Holland, the spiciness, the legend, the Dark Horizon fishing master. I like that guy. Here's a stat cams coming in. Fastest lap of the race ran by James Morgan of 45.44 until that time by Tyler Nichols 45.28. And that's some speed there for the drivers. 192 into the corners. We'll take a look at what these guys going to. You expect the digger to pop up in those cameras if he gets PTSD? Maybe. Got to get more dirt track in time personally. While getting your IR car rate. Yes, absolutely. Dirt racing's fun. We call a couple of dirt series out here on the market, which we love. Aussie's going to be a race leader on the high side with Wolfenbarger. 24 goes to the outside. 3 wide here. Not necessarily something you want to be seeing. And right now, they're leaving Spicy high and dry on the bottom side. As right now, 24 in the sucker hole. And Wolfenbarger stay up on the high side, but back here where Rich Holland is, 71. James Morgan trying to get to the back bumper of Spicy. So Holland is going to be left here. And now everybody's going to cycle up to the high side. 97 is going to go low. And so now we're going to see what Gary Freeman's going to do. He's going to try to side draft. He's got the 42 with him. Caution will come out here, and we'll see what happened. Because like Zach King, Sam Green, Parker Weekly, McPherson involved. Here's a look. Ooh, baby. Oh, no. Robin, no. Oh, man. Hold on. All right, there's Robin right here. Let's see what happened. 24 in this situation. Still running 3 wide. Oh, baby. They go down to avoid that mess, and then 4 gets into the 33, and that turns into chaos. And all of a sudden, here comes the rest of the field. Parker Weekly involved right there. That was with the 24 in the middle there. And we'll have to see what happened. That's Mac. Mac stops. Parker Weekly's right here behind the 55. Watch the corner here. Let's go to... not that camera. Hey, that camera. Ooh, baby. Oh, no. I mean, that's a lot less damage than Parker probably wanted, but Sam Green right here, 25. Oh, try to break on the corner there. Ooh. Oh, just a little 4X there. So this started up here. Let's just go back right here. There's a 33 there. There's the 6 of Dennis Daly. 26 right there on the bottom side. And that is, so everybody coming in for fuel. That'll change some things. That's Bobby Arnett. Arnett bobbles a little and just drifts up the race line. Hey, also Daytona. Yeah, 26. Yeah, that's where it started. And it's also there with Abby 3 wide, and a couple of times there we could have seen the 24 there. I still think that happens if it's still on the 26. Gotta get yourself in the in the grand scheme of things. You got to make sure that you keep yourself in check and take care of the car. They do have a fast repair, but you got to drive like you don't have one. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. Don't drive like you don't have one. Brandon, what's going on, Mr. Porter? How are you doing, my friend? Much love to you. You get everybody out there watching. Thank you. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. YouTube, you folks have been out there kicking butt and taking names, and keep on doing it. If you haven't done so, reach up and hit that like button. Let's go to double-digit likes on the stream for me, please, and thank you. All you on Facebook, all you on Twitch, you are killing it. Thank you very much. Thank you to you fine folks out there on Twitter as well. Twitter's a new ground for me, so, or X, whatever you want to call it. So because it's new ground, I'm figuring out what folks like and what they're doing, and which I can appreciate and I can attest to. So Always kind of fun. Always a great time when it comes to the series. It's always going to be what you need. You know what I mean? The 1 to the 18, they've been working well together. Dillingham's going to be in third here. Tyler Nichols in fourth. They're going to no doubt try to scrub off the speed, work the inside, work the outside as quickly as they can. One of the things that I would say here as Parker Weekly comes off pit road, he did leave pit road at the right time. So hopefully he still comes out in front of the pace car. Whoop, get a blink there. Don't blink. Zach King into pit road one more time. Not a bad chance. Ron says at super speedways, try to drive like you're 4x away from a DQ until the situation warrants taking a chance anyway. I mean, that's a great adage. It's absolutely a great adage. When I was in the race the other day, I drive like a commentator. If that makes any sense to anybody out there, in the official races and everything, so Parker's going to be a lap down here. In every capacity when it comes to that, I drive like a commentator. I drive with the view that I want to see 4 or 5 cars ahead of me, and I want to, especially super speedways, and I just try to pay attention to habits and. And I think that's what gets me in the lulls that I've been in, and I think that's a good way to think about it. Every once in a while, folks, I know that we all get out there. We're all racers, and we all like to get out there and drive and put the energy in. Well, one of the things that I would say that needs to always be on the back of your mind is that each of these races, excuse me, in my throat. Sorry about that. Each one of these races goes in its own way. So we're green. Sun is set. We're ready to go. How about it? It's a video capture device here. Because that's what I was doing earlier. Wolfenbarger Cossey's going to be your front row. 42 is going to be up the high side. How about Anthony Crown over here? Going to be right up on the high side. Running the hotline number for us, folks. If you got mental health struggles out there, I encourage you to do exactly that. Reach out, talk to somebody. It's important. It really is. That one. Can't see it. It's 1-800-273-8255 or 1-800-273-TALK. Exactly where you need to be. High line being the fast line right now. A little bit different than what we saw the other night. 3 wide here is the 22 of Eric Dillingham. Is put in the sucker hole here with Hunter Smith going to the outside. What's the fastest way to get somebody to not work with you? Put him in a precarious situation. That's the other thing that I see about this race line that I'm seeing from some of the drivers. If you're trying to make friends out there, that's not a way to do it. Just because you can put it there doesn't mean it's where you need to put it. That's the big thing. That's a weird adage to put, and it almost sounds like I should be going to church next week or tomorrow, or no, we can go. Wait, today's Wednesday. Tonight would be church. Tomorrow would be mass. Bunnell in the 17th, fastest lap of the race, 45.19. Excuse me. A little. Again, I was talking about it earlier. I don't feel well. Tyler Nichols up 24 here to 42. From the back to the front. There's ways to do it. 1:18.42, 28:35. The Virginia boys sitting 4th and 5th on the high side here. And staged lap should be, a lot of the drivers keep it on 18, so staged lap, not staged lap, the pit lap, the green flag, if they run green flag cycle here, should be somewhere around the 46 mark, would put them to the end of the race. If they can get a green flag pit stop in here, that would be absolutely amazing. But some of the best racing you're going to see is courtesy of, well, iRacing. And thank you to iRacing for being what they are and who they are. I'm a proponent for simulators and games and everything that we try to do here. You know, always a blast, always a enjoyable factor when it comes to how the race line is always continuing to improve. And the drivers are just getting faster. Gary Freeman on the bottom side, 18 there to try to pull some air. 71 doing a great job. That's James Morgan there. He's doing a great job of pulling these drivers. Diesel Hunter and AJ Stevens back here putting some energy to move forward. 75 right there on board the nose. See how close he gets to the MDT 31 of AJ Stevens. AJ Stevens right here. Say hi, chat. It's the little Miss Cody. She is down here seeing what we got going on. Come around and see what people are doing. Well, come on around. Hi, chat. Racing so far has been pretty decent. Only that one incident. Wolfenbarger, Cossey, Nichols are going to be your top three. Anthony Crown over here in fourth. How about Spicy? That's a right there. That guy right there, the 35. He's a fan of the Tabasco fiasco there, folks. He goes to the bottom side. Going to get a little bit of a run here. He'll pull the 97 on the bottom side. He has a big run coming out of turn 4. Run straightaway is going to be busy here. 97 on the back bumper, the 35 on the inside. The run starting to produce. Rich Holland, got to go places. That's your AJ Stevens cam of the day. How about we go to Eric Dillingham, who sits back in 14th, but we'll keep on board with what's going on with this bottom side. There is Anthony Crownover. Little bumps from the 35 and the 28. They continue to push forward, and Spicy tries to get him and move him forward. Dillingham doing a great job of carrying his momentum. He's going to be right there on the high side. You could at least wave here. He's got his hands full. Some people drive with one hand. I don't know how they do it. I'm white knuckle gripping it. That's for darn sure. And Josh Brock back here in 23rd. The 40. Or with the 26 there. 26 lifting up the race line. Turn one's busy. These drivers are only separated by, well, just about 5 seconds from nose to tail. Parker Weekly to the bottom side. Weekly trying to make sure that he keeps himself in that lucky dog position, who would be the first driver one lap down. See Joshua Brock there. Thank you to everybody who put up the driver cams today. Much love to you. But it's fun just in case. I don't know. He's in a hard spot to do that. 17. With Crown over the bottom side's not doing well enough here. But hold on. 1:18:42. The 4 Bunnell is going to be in that 17 spot, the 5 spot in that 17. It's been a day, folks. It's been a day. Hunter Smith still up 27. Tyler Nichols up 24 as they work. Radcon 51, 2 cautions. But folks, I know it's kind of a pity, and it's kind of, or did I say pity? It's kind of petty. One of the things, I'm in my 40s. I'm not a bud. I appreciate it. 2 cautions. Thank you for giving me some clarification on the race there. It's like a pet peeve. It's one of those things. These cars are very top lane dominant. They usually are, but when we were racing this past Sunday, they weren't. The inside lane was able to hold off the outside lane for quite a while. I remember watching a lot of drivers trying to pull the side draft there. And one of the things that I've noticed about Daytona is that the race line is very determinant of that second and third car. And you watch the 18 to the 42 here. The 42 is doing a great job. Let me go back here to the 42, and we'll go to the chopper view here. So on corner exit, the 18 buttons up to the 1, right? The 42 here on the far chase view usually has been doing a great job of keeping the 18 close on the straightaways. Right now, was doing it. Now, right here's where the 42 should be. The 42 should be right there trying to keep the 18 close off corner exit. That'll make it very difficult for anybody to do anything different. It's the job of the third car. And you see the separation from the 4. If the 4 wanted to pull some of this race line away, that would be getting closer to the 42 to pull him backwards. Yes, it is a big wind tunnel, but these cars control each other. 42 to the back bumper with the 18 now. As you see, that's the tightening. That's where they need to be. 18 should be up on the 1 here on the corner exit. They allow the corners on the super speedways allow for these drivers to keep themselves. So right now the 42 should be able to give that bump right back to the 18, but the 18's kind of swaying here, which is crazy to think that we're seeing that much movement out of that second car, and the inside lane hasn't caught back up. Now the bump into the tri-oval area. We're seeing the bump into the tri-oval area, but we're not seeing the bump on the straightaways. So there's some clarification there that, sometimes could be thwarted. It could be a whole different situation. Wolfenbarger, Causey, Nichols, retired, Smith, Miz, Bunnell, Turkall, Brown over Daly, Holland, the mid lane here. There goes Brown over to the bottom side. He's going to give up a lane here. 33 of Turkall to the inside. Add a lane. And had momentum, but right now, that momentum kind of just fell apart. And that's the thing. Everybody's working the outside lane. Everybody's just riding right now. Not really any side-by-side racing except for back here where Eric Dillingham is in 8th. The inside lane, the only way it could prevail is if the bottom 3 are basically bumper to bumper here and giving a little bit of a side grab to the higher car, which can stall the lane out. 17 up the race line, but 33 all the way to the bottom side. Look at all of that momentum right there that they get, but they are just not clearing exactly where they need to be. I gotta tell AJ his camera was up. Well, I mean, isn't he streaming? He picks his nose while if he picks his nose, that's on him. He can do that. Anyone in the pits could tell them that they were being shown in case somebody was picking their nose or something. That's funny. 1:18, 42, 33. You told him. He knows. I mean, it happens. We do a lot. Everybody does some weird. That's not the first time we've seen anybody do weird things on camera. I mean, pick your internet browser history and make sure it's all good, right? Wolfenbarger, Causey's going to be 1-2, 42. Speaking of which, what do you guys think about that whole AT&T thing happening? Hopefully you guys are protected. And if you need to be protected, make sure you go to NordVPN. Go to NordVPN, use promo code Signature, and set yourself up with a VPN. I tell you what, it's one of the best things that I've done to secure our family's presence at my business as well. There you go. That's the bumps that we want to see. 42 to the back bumper again. Now they're striving. Now the 18 keeps moving off cycle, and that's pulling the 42. That 42 is trying to get there and try to square up to the 18. The 18 keeps dropping out of line to clear the nose. But what that does is that slows them back, and we're seeing it. Turcall's going to be on the bottom side here. This inside lane is really coming together and able to be bumped in the corner. 33 up to 5th now. As you see, a lot of distance between the outside. And right now, Wolfenbarger trying to keep the inside lane running. What are the best ways to keep the outside lane from doing what they want to do? Oh, there it goes. Chasing Miz to the bottom. Miz pulling a 33. I think they're tired of riding. I think they want to race. 38 of 70 being completed. Again, now we're only 20 laps into this cycle. We'll see about another 8 laps on most of the drivers. As the 18 to the 1 trying to control the lane here. A green flag at pit stop here. We'll cycle things around. We'll shake some things up. We'll have to see what's going to happen between these drivers. Now the 7 and the 33. 33 can get to the back bumper. Wolfenbarger and Causey and the 18. Realistically, the race line here should go to the high side still here, but we'll see 33 and the 7 if they go. That's the offset stagger right there for the 1. That should be slowing them down, and that's where it's going to be. Wolfenbarger down to slow down the progress of the 7 here. Oh, 18's going to turn the 1 if they're not careful. Wolfenbarger trying to control the lane here. 18 to the back bumper, and the 18 almost turned him. 33 closer here. Corner exit's going to go to the speed of the high line. Miz to lead on the bottom side. If Bunnell can get to the bottom side and keep the 33 close, that'll be the momentum. 33 trying to work on the 7 here. 18 trying to angle in. Going to push in the corner, out to breathe. This is just how the outside lane prevails. That's a lot of ground to go. A lot of ground to make up, too. The top 3 just trying to prevail. And I tell you what, the bottom lane is doing its job, but it's not cycling up to pull the air off of it. And there's the run on the 18. The 18 gets to the bump. That's the bump that you see right there on those 3 drivers. And so the 18 will bump himself to get into the corner and carry the speed. And the 42 just riding there in 3rd. That's a top 3 night for the 42. But at the end of the day, these drivers have not closed in. And I tell you what, there's a big separation right now. Clayton Kincart back here in the 94. You'll see Diesel Hunter and Joe Tardif. Kevin Savoy is right back here as well. We haven't talked a lot about Kevin today. But there's Diesel in the 75. Abbey 6 seconds off the pack. This pack looks to have a little bit of a cluster here. 26, and they're not running that. They should be running the single file here and being close and putting their strongest drivers up front to be able to play catch up here. But what we're seeing is kind of the direct opposite. We're seeing the drivers basically losing ground. That 26, that front lane is running about, I don't know, 5 to 6 mile an hour faster. Let's throw up the dashboard here. 190, 189 in the corners. 199, 200 miles an hour for your race leader. That's the good push. That's what you see out of that. Robin Stevens is going to be the first driver a lap down and off the pace by almost 18 miles an hour right now for the time being. So they're going to soak her up pretty quick. There is the 1 of the 18. They're going to take the outside lane. 199, 200 miles an hour. 201 into the corner, 202. As we'll see Robin try to keep it low here. Robin's going to get soaked up pretty quick. We'll keep our eye on Robin here as the 7 goes to make the outside. Be stuck 3 wide. Oh, a little bump for the 88. 3 wide here. 35 gives a little extra room for the 88. Now Robin Stevens will be able to soak up. And there'll be Diesel Hunter, and that's the draft. 75 will clear. We'll need to get down into that lane to be able to keep the draft as Diesel goes to work. So right now, Diesel having to close back out of the 99. This is one of my favorite cameras on this racetrack right here. You see Diesel get out of the gas there. He did not try to make the run. He just braked into the corner, just a little braked on the straightaway a little bit, and is keeping himself close. Joe Tardif is there as well. There's the 99, and of course Anthony Crownover, the 28. That second group following here, 9 seconds the pace, and right now the 26 is not on the back bumper of that 24. These two were involved in an incident earlier and still trying to carry. The 1 of the 18 doing a phenomenal job here as the straightaway speed goes to the advantage to the high line. And I tell you what, there's nothing wrong with what's going on here. 196 out of the corner, 71 trying to pull the 7 here. James Morgan still trying to put on some speed. With the 7 to the bottom side, there is the 33 of Turcal is going to be. I tell you what, sometimes you just have to get up there. And right now, there's not much that bottom line is going to be able to do. 25 laps to go. We'll see the drivers debate about pit road. If the 71 can get up there, he's going to be killing it. Wolfenbarger, Morgan, Causey, Nichols. Yeah, definitely not something on the our side of that. 42 to the bottom side, 71 carrying into the corner. 25 laps to go here. MCI Graphics on Trading Paints presents the Winston Throwback Series. Phenomenal days, phenomenal opportunities, phenomenal times. Drivers trying to clear themselves. 18 going to be in the sucker hole here. Is going to have to find his way down. I think they're trying to come to pit road, and that was the move that they made. Almost got themselves turned a little bit. 24 laps to go. The 1 of the 18 and the 7 are going to come to pit road. 33 is coming in as well. The 1 heavy on the brakes. 18. Oh, 18 slides there. The 7 of Jason Miz will get an unsafe pit exit. Unsafe pit entrance there, hitting the grass. As 18 tries to shortcut that. 1 is going to be there as well. Tyler Nichols is going to be your race leader. James Morgan, Anthony Crownover, Hunter Smith, Dennis Daly, your top 5. It's a new lead change as they come around. Thank you, Alex, for the like and the share 12 minutes ago. I don't know why it didn't pop up. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Much love to you. It popped up on my end. Whoa! Pit entrance. James Morgan coming in. The 25 coming out. There's a look. That's leaving pit road. Hold on. Give me a second here, folks. This is them coming to pit road. Quick break. Oh, he locks it up in front of the 31 of AJ Stevens. The 71 gets nailed there as well. We'll check pit stops here. Not some of the cleanest pit stops we've seen. There's James Morgan coming into pit road. This locks the tires up. It's sideways. So that'll change some things. Kevin Savoy still needs to come to pit road. No, he doesn't. He's your race leader. Comes in, right sides only. something you can do. There's the 1 of the 18. Cossy's going to be there. Tyler Nichols still trying to catch up. Dennis Daly, Intel, Holland, Tardif, Bunnell. All of these drivers single file right now, as the top 3 are going to pull away from the field with 21 laps to go. They've got to get organized quick, fast, in a hurry. Tyler Nichols and Dennis Daly will be able to soak each other up here. Spicy trying to slow down as well. There's the 55 and the 17. Wolfenbarger and Causey. Now, Kevin Savoy's been quietly keeping himself up here, or moving his way forward, just being nice and patient. The 99, phenomenal job so far. 18 of the 1. And this is strength in numbers. If you got teammates out there, that's what you need to do. You gotta commit to a strategy, and you gotta commit to the race line. That's exactly what you need to do. Last week we had the live points up. This week we have not had the live points up, and that's something that I've been working on. Try to make sure that what I do is continuously improving. That's what I am working on. I am working on making the ATVO stuff work. But right now, it's just a lot going on. Right now, the 1 is 3 wins on the series, has a 36-point advantage to Jesse Bunnell. Playoffs start after Pocono. That is something to remember. So when the playoffs start, it'll start at Indianapolis, and they're going to do Chase to the Cup. Top 12 drivers are going to be doing exactly that. So the points are pretty much reset. We'll get an idea of what the points are going to be doing eventually. Holland, Bunnell, and company, the top 4 drivers here, or these 4 drivers right here, can catch the 1 of the 18 if they can catch Nichols and Daly. Right now, their speed still 201 miles an hour. Wolfenbarger, Causey, you see a little bit of lap traffic in front of them. There is the 28 of Anthony Crownover. Give it on 48 was part of the kerfuffle that happened. 28 holds the bottom side. 1 goes to the high side. 18 will be back in tow. The 99 is going to be there. This is where Crownover can choose to help the 2 teammates, or he can help, being the first driver 1 lap down, can choose to help the other drivers right here. So the more cars these guys have, the worse off it'll be for anyone trying to catch them. And right now, Tyler Nichols and Dennis Daly are trying to make up some of that ground. Right now, 189, 190 out of the corner. The faster drivers are going to be this little 4-pack right here. If they can keep it tight, it will start to catch Nichols, Daly, Wolfenbarger, Causey, Savoy, your top 3 up here. Try to pull away. They do have Crownover in tow. Right now, the 18 trying to give a little air on the car, but also try to pull the 99 closer. A little trick from that second car. Break your speed, get the 99 closer, keep that car where you want it. The two car and the pusher car, so to speak, is your control car. The 99 is the car that keeps that third car line on the 99 would be the car that keeps the speed maintained. But the 18 is the one that controls whether or not that one car goes forward. Right now, on the back bumper in the tri-oval here, very free on the back bumper. You see the air upsetting and just how much wheel that the 18 has to put into it. See the steering offset. And just rocking the wheel back and forth. 8,400. Love to see the telemetry on the car. We'll have to request that so that way we can see what its wheel is doing. I would love to have the onboard telemetry if people log their telemetry. Put it in mocap and take a look at it. Tyler Nichols and company, 7.5 back. Rich Holland, they're faster, 9.6 back. Spicy and company, 15 laps to go. They need a lot. They're going to be able to pass this group here. Dennis Daly and Tyler Nichols to be able to get there. Bunnell needs every point he can get here to be able to catch down to Wolfenbarger. Most laps led would be by the 1 car right now. That second pack back here working on it as well. Dillingham, side by side. These drivers are not doing themselves any justice. 24 to the inside. All of these drivers right here are hurting each other. That's a big parachute. 22-31 on the outside. 33 of Tardif is back here as well. Going to be 3 wide here, getting into turn 1. We want a lap down here. That's Anthony McPherson. McPherson will drop down. Statistically speaking, they should be the faster group. The 99 trying to get more out of this one. Holland takes the group to the outside. 42 and the 6 will have to be in tow, and this will make this a faster group if they can keep the line close. 13 laps to go. Wolfenbarger, a little bit of an extra gap here for the 18. Kevin Savoy trying to keep his distance right now with a run. The 28 could commit to the 99 here. That would be a drag race for the win. Inside line running. Holland and company still in tow. Or spot here. Bunnell committing to the back bumper to the 35. 55 of Joe Tardif. Needing to keep it close. $118.99, 35-17. Yeah, don't put a link in there because the mod will delete it. I don't mind people mentioning people talking about content and stuff like that, but our mod will delete it. Just the way it goes. You can tag them. You should be able to tag them, right? And people can click on their name. All right, there it is. There's Josh Brock. Anthony Crownover. That's a battle for position here now between the 28. There's the 88 of Robin Stevens back here. She's in 31st. She's out there logging laps. It's exactly what should be done. 18 to the back bumper to the 1. Yeah. You can tag him. If you should be able to @ him, and it should tag him, which is way appropriate. The mod, because of what we had with bots, way back in the early going, we put so that links get deleted. So, because they were putting up, those, if you pay me $9.99 for the first hour or the first minute, it's only 99 cents the next minute kind of stuff out there. You know what I'm talking about. You remember those 900 numbers back in the day? Think of that, but on YouTube. It was awful. So, but yeah. I'm all for it. I'm all for calling folks out. Content creators, iRacing content creators, not gaming content creators. If you got a favorite content creator there, I'm all for it. Make the community bigger. Make it. I just want to make sure that the link doesn't get deleted. It's not letting you do it. You should be able to do it. See, I wish YouTube had the function like with what Twitch does. Like I can put !SO and shout out a channel, right? Let's do it. Hold on. Diesel's out there, right? He commented earlier. Where's his? Here he is. There he is. There you go. So on YouTube, folks, you should be able to see the @ and you should be able to click on it. I do believe that's how that works. If it doesn't, then, well, you know. $35, 17, 88. Ooh, big bump from the 17. Gets a little freed up. They're 8 1/4. 8 laps to go. You need a lot more to happen here for this to be a close race. Go here. Turn myself down. Yeah, go to channel. Bam. Yeah, you can click on his name and go to, oh, not, aw. Hold on. Hold on, I'm sending it. Yeah. Give me a second, folks. Why doesn't that work? There he is. Here, we'll subscribe to his channel. There it is. Maybe that's. Hey, I normally don't do this. Yeah, I always do it all the time. I just want to make sure that you guys don't get your stuff deleted. That's it. Wolfenbarger Cossey's going to be your top 2. And right now, Kevin Savoy has some help. And we'll be trying to set this up. 6 laps to go. No doubt trying to steal this one away from the 1 of the 18. And a smart move, able to have a clean pit stop. One of the best on these pit stops is going to be the 99. And he's very clean in and out of pit road. Thank you, Rad. I appreciate that. That's right. 26 people watching. We had 35 earlier. We had 51. My highest watcher count was 51. So you guys get those likes out there. It supports the stream. Like, dislike, whichever. It's okay. You know, I understand. Thank you for all the comments. You guys keep killing it. Yeah, no big deal. I had a new subscriber earlier that popped up on screen. If I say that out loud, I don't want to get, I don't want to get in trouble. So much love. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Bunnell, Holland, this line closing in, trying to close in. They are the faster line. 5 laps to go. It might be too little too late. Mr. Van Nest, absolutely. Yeah, man. Thank you, Rob. You're a killer, man. You're in every dang stream, and I like it. Thank you, sir. I hate to say it, but this race needs a caution. Stacking it for a big finish. We're going to have a big finish. It's going to be right around this mark. And it's going to have something to do with this driver maybe trying to get to the back. Oh, Brock had to come to pit road. Was he short on fuel? No way. No, Josh. You were there. He's in. I thought maybe Brock was going to be able to push it up there. We'll see. 35 in tow. They came out at 47. That's plenty of fuel, though. $1:18.99. Your top 3, 8 seconds the gap for 4th. As Holland and Bunnell have worked together pretty seamlessly to pull this group within a striking distance. Now we're going to be 3 laps to go. 18. Whoa. Frees up to 1. And it's a good bump. They got it down to 8 seconds. So now this is where the 18 has and the 1 have the draft. Parker Weekly having an issue. He is on the bottom of the racetrack here. Man, you almost got what you asked for there. Yeager says big finish. That's right. He's my Beef Jerky Unlimited guy who likes the Beef Jerky Unlimited because I like Beef Jerky Unlimited, which is our driver cam sponsor. And I keep doing it because you guys keep buying it. So thank you very much. 2 to go. Well, hey, Brock is back in the mix. Come on, Brock. '99, 2 laps to go. The 28 will be side by side. This is going to be all about control. The 1 will have to try to control the race line here. The 1 down to block the 99. It's going to get turned. Block once. And right now, the 99 to the bottom side. White flag waves. Final lap. 28 to commit. 28 to commit to the bottom side. Josh Brock in tow. 18 back to the outside. This is where it's going to get interesting. Kevin Savoy on the back straightaway will be up in tow. 28 there to commit. Cossey went down to try to make the run. And right now, the 28 needs all the speed in the world. 18 to the outside. 1 up to run. The 1 to block. 99 is going to win it at the line. Holy cow, what a run from Kevin Savoy. He got the shove of a lifetime. The 18 and the 1 separated before turn 4. And Kevin Savoy wins this on the final turn with a big push from Anthony Crownover. What a finish. The 99 wins. Good bumps from the 18. Kevin Savoy knocks it out of the park. I wondered if they were just trying. Hold on real quick. He's going to burn it down. Here's the bump. 18 and the 1 went side by side. What a bump from the 28. And the 18 came down to side draft and bam, right there. Second spot for Cossey and Wolfenbarger. But Kevin Savoy, what a finish. Put it down to Daytona. Bobby Arnett, Gary Freeman having an issue toward the end. Brad says, look at the 12th, 13th area at the finish. Yeah, we can do that. That's where these drivers are. Rich Holland finishes in 4th. What a fantastic drive by he and Bunnell. It's Hunter Smith in 7th here. This run for these guys. Look at that. Sam Green. Oh, wow. All right. Well, that's hey. Cool. Your wreck avoidance on that finish was stellar. Oh, man. AJ, you were right. Right here. But he went sideways across the race line there. You know, we didn't have a big wreck at the end. But we had a great finish, and this thing ran with 2 cautions. Trying to get something out of that, aren't you? Anything. It was a bad bump. Oh, baby. Look at that. You know? I know it's the last lap, but if that had happened in the middle of the race, that'd have been insane, right? Nice job. Fantastic race. Drivers are killing it, man. They killed it. About it. Kevin Savoy gets the victory here at Daytona. Patience was everything there for the driver. Cossey finishes in 2nd. Wolfenbarger in 3rd. Holland, Bunnell, your top 5. Nichols, Smith, Tardif, Daly, Green, your top 10. Tom Gom finishes in 11th. Abby, Turkall, Encart, Dillingham, your top 15. AJ finishes in 16th. Diesel finishes in 17th. James Morgan in 18th. The green flag pit stops here, which is always a good thing to be able to see. The green flag pit stops here changed everything. And the 18 of the 1 worked very well together, but the master at pit road strategy and getting in and out of pit road knocked it out of the park. Josh Brock helping out back there as well. The 28 committed, finishes in 25th, and phenomenal run there for those drivers. And normally Kevin doesn't win at super speedways, so it's crazy to see. We'll have some fun with that. Thank you to all the drivers out there for knocking it out of the park. I appreciate it. Put on a phenomenal race. We are going to talk to him, though. We got to talk to him because, well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? What it is. All right. We bounce over. Got to do some bouncing. Kevin Savoy gets the victory here, and it was no SR on the line. Yeah, no SR on the line. Kevin, you did the two things you do best. You were patient, and you got out of pit road like a champ, which is something I always applaud you for. Walk me through this one, and were you surprised that out of 3 and 4 that they were already side by side?
Ooh, yeah, man, that was exciting. I'm not one that likes light racing at all. I actually hate it, and man, was I ever pissed off when I got caught up in that one wreck? But yeah, got it fixed up and got back to work. I was just holding back. I was expecting a bit more crashes. I could see cars weaving and getting bumped and getting sideways. I'm like, there's going to be more cautions. So I just kept in the back, and then we hit green flag stops, and I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't find I got on pit road that well because it was a bunch of cars. I know I did pass a few going on entry, but man, I got out in 18, and the 1 is right there with me, and I just stuck on them and waited for my chance. And Anthony got there, and man, when I went for the pass with 2 laps to go, I saw the pack in front. I thought I might be able to get by and then hit some draft from the guys in front, but and Anthony was shoving me. I got by, and I'm guessing Garrett just side drafted me like crazy, and it was like I stopped, and he just railed right by again, and I thought my shot was over. But then the momentum came back on the back straight, and when I saw that we had the momentum, 18 went to the high line and killed the 1. So I'm like, I might still have a chance, and sure enough, Anthony was right there with me, pushed me, and I just got by them right at the end.
Tell you what, I said it was going to come from Crownover. It was going to come from Brock. One of the two were going to commit to you because, I mean, it was going to have strength in numbers there to beat the 1 of the 18. They came to pit road together. They worked very well together all race long, and he only led 1 lap this race.
Yep,
and it's the one that mattered.
The one that counts.
So that's the story of the day. Hey, 2 cautions on the race and a victory. I said you don't normally finish well at super speedways, and I know that, and it's not a poke. It's just that these things have not gone your way when you've needed them to go your way. But when they do, boy, isn't it sweet?
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. Well, this one was fun. It was good to see you get out there and stack up a win again. And I said when you get momentum, the last time I talked to you with a win, when you get momentum, it tends to trickle. Are you finding a groove? Because we got some big tracks coming up.
I'm hoping. Hoping the momentum swings by with me again. The playoffs are looming, so hopefully hit stride and get up there and some good finishes. I just want some good finishes because lately, most of the time, like at Michigan, just can't get it to work. Get up there, get crashed. It's nothing of my fault sometimes. And just it hurts, especially when it's like final laps and stuff like that, and you're running top 5, and get kicked out, and when you finish like 20th instead of that. Those are the ones that hurt more. But
Yeah.
hopefully everything goes well, and I can stick and not get caught up in stuff and drive clean. That's all I want.
We got Pocono before the playoffs began. Anthony was speeding in pits. That's what happened to him, but he was glad he could push an old friend to a win. That's but hey, you know what? Him having a mistake on pit road put him in position to help you out. So, you know,
not gonna lie, I would rather him being up wherever it was, not a lap down without pit penalty, and I would have been fine with a third place. But yeah, fortunately, yeah, speeding on pit road. So
there's quite a few of them, I think.
I hate that it happened, but I'm happy that he was able to be right behind me and push me for the win.
Playoffs are going to begin here in 2 weeks, man. Give a shout out to Kevin. You got another victory here.
Well, thanks to Josh for this amazing league and everyone that runs it in the background. Thanks to you for broadcasting the races. Thanks for Anthony for the crazy push, those final laps. And I don't know how to repay you. I'll try to find you sometime and give you a push if I can. And man, great job to Garrett and Joe. They were the class of the field. We just snookered them tonight.
You know what? That's how it always works out, right?
Yeah.
You can lead every lap at Daytona, but it comes down to that last one. Second win on the series. That's going to put you. It's going to give you a good bump in points here. So, but you are inside the top 12, currently 10th coming into this series. It's going to be a good time, brother. Congratulations once again. We'll see you next week at Pocono.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
That's the 99. He comes home in victory lane. P2 goes to Joe here, who has probably some of the best but unique pushing strategies out there. Trying to keep the nose clean, trying to keep everything happening, trying to keep the driver behind you close enough to be able to push the guy in front of you. You controlled the race. I know that Garrett technically led every lap, but you controlled where he went. Tell me about this one.
Man, Garrett kept a nice steady wheel. Hey, thank him for freaking working with me, and I was able to push the heck out of him, and we just stayed up near the top till we got to that pit stop, and we were able to drop a lot of people, so and we got to fight it amongst ourselves.
What'd you think about? So my question was, and I know that it's a when do you go for it? And that's when you have to choose. You have to commit to when to go for it. But in the middle of 3 and 4, we saw the exit coming. You were already to the outside of the 1, and it really drug this car back. And we watched you guys go from gaining on the 99 there to just ballooned out, and then the next thing you know. You're second and the 99's winning.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I tried to make my move there at the end, try not to make it too late, make it too early. Maybe I made it too early right there at the end. But maybe kind of hope maybe the one would have blocked a little harder on the 99, but hey, too late. Hey, I was second for most of the night. I got to stay second at the end of the night. So, hey. It is what it is.
It was a phenomenal run, Joe. And I was talking about the race pace and how it was picking up. 202 miles an hour. We saw that on the ticker to go that fast and to be able to control the pace. That's what you did. You guys had 70 laps of controlling the race, and P2 finishes not too shabby, man. Give shout outs. I like it.
Man, thank the lead, thank the broadcast. It was a hell of a fun race tonight. Then they had, 2 cautions tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, great race.
2 cautions on a super speedway for 70 laps. That's pretty amazing. I'm just saying. You guys just ran 150 miles without breaking a sweat.
I was sweating.
I bet you were. I saw your wheel. Because I was talking about brake. When I can notice when you were choosing to brake the air to cool the car off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could see when you were stepping back to pull the car closer as well, because it's just how you play that second car game.
Yep.
But when you were on the back bumper, boy, were you sawing that wheel. I was like, oh my God, he's going to a couple of times, the one got free, and I was like, oh, he's going to turn him. He's going to turn him.
Oh, I thought I was going to turn him near the end. I had to let out and drove it to the high side because I think I started turning the car left on the 1, so I had to really let out. somewhere near the end. It was close.
You had to burp that throttle sometimes, and it's about using the brake and maintaining the gap and being able to be there on the straightaways. That's for darn sure. All right, brother. Well, congratulations on the P2 finish. Playoffs are going to begin in 2 weeks. You got Pocono next week.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. 18 comes home P2. The guy who led the most laps comes home P3. And the momentum shifted. I never want to be leading this thing with 2 or 3 laps to go. I want to be sitting 3rd or 4th or 5th. And today, you just needed what'd you need?
Well, I mean, I'm fine with 3rd. I mean, I'll take it. We led most of the race the whole time, and I'm happy to just finish this race clean without having to use my faster pair at all. You know what coming to these tracks is. It's a scary game you play. Surprised we didn't have as many cautions as we did, but just the finish. I knew being first, I was going to be the first guy out. I know they were going to leave me, so as soon as the 18 left, I tried to block a little bit, and then I didn't realize how big of a run. I guess the 28 was given the 99 there, and I blocked a little late. Should have blocked a little earlier and got in front of him, but I mean, we'll take 3rd, and then just good points day all around. So
leading in points going into next week too, and that's one of the things that I want to focus on, because I think if you finish 18th or better next week, you have the regular season championship. So that carries momentum. Playoffs begin in 2 weeks.
sure.
So Pocono's kind of like the nail on the head on a strong season. Where do you have to put your focus? Do you put it at Pocono, or do you just start looking ahead at Indy?
I like Pocono. I don't run there a lot, but I'll be practicing for sure, making sure I'm all good for next week. Definitely just make sure we finish up here and get the points, regular season championship points, and then get ready for playoffs after that. But I know Pocono's gonna be a fun race, so just looking forward to it.
It's gonna be I say it's a fun race. It's gonna be the one track where turn 2 might be the coolest corner, but it's the toughest corner in my opinion. And
For sure, yeah. That tunnel turn.
It's fun. I love driving that thing and everything. But I tell you what, the Gen 6 car, if I remember back in the day, if you didn't hook it up on the rumble, that thing wanted to shoot to the wall. So
Yep.
it is how it is. Garrett, much love, man. P3 finish after leading a whole bunch of laps. Actually, how much? That's what I was looking at. I was trying to pull that back up. You led 49 of the 70 laps. So again, it's a bonus point there for leading the most laps. Nominal race. Give a shout outs, man.
I just want to thank Shenandoah Shine, my main sponsor, Josh Brock for running this league, all the guys for hopping in here. Had a big field tonight, so that was awesome. You for broadcasting, and then everyone for watching too.
Yeah, we had a big viewership out there. We like those kinds of viewers. We like everybody getting out there having fun. Garrett, much love, man. We'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you. Yep, see you.
That's the one. He comes home P3. Kevin Savoy knocks it out of the park. He led one lap, the only lap that mattered, and is the legend in the making. He is a former champion of the series. We'll have to know what the playoffs are going to do, and as they do, it's going to be great. Folks, this one is fun. This one is good. And Diesel put it right. It's a good point. Only 2 cautions and a really clean race which is a nice change of pace. Sometimes, and I talked about this to you a couple of weeks ago, this league runs super speedways decently. I mean it. I mean that very, like I think that's their better race. Anything that takes the cars up over, that 194 threshold, those tracks run better for the series. And not to take away from any of the talent from any of the drivers, but the super speedways are kind of their thing, and so I look forward to seeing what Talladega brings, because Talladega it's going to be a blast to watch. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what we do, folks. Check out MCI Graphics. Check out JV's Paint Shop. Check the links in the description on Facebook and YouTube. And thank you all very much for being out there. Check out Diesel's YouTube channel. We put the link in there because iCrash said, hey, we should do that, and we took that. So there you go. Wish I could just shout them out and it would show up, and hopefully the subscribe button works. Yeah, Diesel, you got to shit. Yeah, we put your link in the description. Hope you get some more subscribers out there, sir. Much love. And maybe we'll do that with some more folks as well. Remember, you can be a member on Signature Esports. You can donate to our PayPal, paypal.me/Signature Esports as well. Help us build our new studio, which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a physicalized full studio. So if you want to do that, you can donate to our PayPal. You can donate to the cause if you want to do that. Also trying to replace the roof on our business. That's another thing that we're having to deal with because of the severe weather we had this past week. So, hate to see it, hate to have it, but we love it. And we appreciate everybody being out there. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. That's the most important thing. Kevin Savoy knocks it out of the park. Winston Throwback will be back next week with the Stevens Motorsports Pocono. And then the playoffs begin in 2 weeks. I'll be live tomorrow night with the Sim 500 iRacing Series. It's going to be Next Gen Cup Series action presented by Go Racing Diecast. Thank you to all my sponsors. Thank you to each and every one of you. If you want to sponsor Signature Sports, get a hold of me. I have a yearly plan. It's pretty affordable and get to be on everything. And that's how it goes. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one. Like, follow, subscribe for more as we knock out, iRacing. Love it. See you in the next one.
And we're about to get underway right here from Michigan with the No Limit Racing ARCA Series. Relatives will continue to go. 73 still out front on the inside line. Hincast in that second position on the top line, as it's going to show the 73 of Coates as the leader of that lap with lap 3 underway as we head down the backstretch. Clean side-by-side racing. That 92 of Edward Jurgen is not letting anybody breathe up front. Trying to keep and will that inside line forward with the 5 behind Kasten. Up top, sliding back just a little bit to match pace with the 92. Losing his outside drafting line just a little bit.
We have 39 cars that go up the field. It's going to be a phenomenal night. Great drivers out here from everyone around in the series. And it's going to be a fantastic night here at Charlotte Motorsports.
So right now we got Hartung, Rinker, Boudica, Phelps, Kelly's the top 5.
Says the flag man right to the inside, and an aggressive move. The 1 gets right up on top of the burn. Truex Jr. goes right there to second. There he is coming around to the backstretch. He is up high, gets almost a better runoff than the 1, as you're going to see the speed carry right there in the corner. There is the 49 of Helm
right on the tail of Truex Jr. Truex Jr. gets a nice runoff there to the backstretch, comes around and hits the straightaway. The one of Vess right there. You've got a nice compact racing. This is what I like to see. We're going to hide that logo right there. There is the 1, the 15, and the 49, all of them right there. Speed Racer trying to chase down one of the nation's best. There he is. Vest doing a great job. There's the 15, there's the 49, and then
Curtis Kelly to the north side of him. Coming out of turn 3, everybody loose. 57 dives down. He's going to stay down there. 5 wide across the start-finish line. Look at him run. Woo, aggressive goes around. Holy goodness gracious. These cars, they're starting to learn something from these cars, and that's kind of the big deal here. Greg Turner involved in that one. And I don't mean aggressive goes around in a bad way. I mean, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports, and what a pleasure it is to have you. We are back for Season 2 with the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series. The Omega Leaf CBD 225 here from iRacing Spectacular Daytona International Speedway. Nighttime is the right time for Daytona, and we are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Make sure you give us all a like and subscribe out there. Pub Table Racers is going to be the Victory Lane sponsor.
I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family. From a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. The stage trying to find my pain.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports. It's a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series here at Dover. The Monster Mile back in action for us this Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the Winston Throwback Series. This Wednesday night racing is going to be a ton of fun, and we're going to have some fast drivers, especially early on. Right now, qualifying somewhat finishing up.
Race info, that's what I'm saying. Race information, 2.5 miles in length. They're going to run 80 laps here and have 60% fuel to do it. The 4 sets of tires are going to play a big factor. They're going to get a set to start with, and the 3 tire changes at the fifth stage is going to be a lap 20, 40, and then the final stage is going to be 40 laps right to the end. 3 caution laps, or 3 pace laps here at Pocono, so you don't get that traditional 5 lap sprint.
They enter turn 1 into the backstretch of turn 2. A little loose on the corner right there as the 14 and the 25 are battling for second place. Putting a lot of pressure on that number 10 as our first 3 or our top 3 are starting to pull away from the pace just a little bit. A little slow around turn 2 as 14 of Lubbock.
Live and in charge. Brand new series, Xfinity Series Racing, back in the saddle here for Signature Esports. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this one. Chop Shop Racing. It's going to have this Xfinity Series on lock, and they are ready to go. Starting grid for the first race of this series. It's going to be a good series, too. It's going to be a long series, and they have quite a few different races they're going to change some things up as well. It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm excited for it. Andrew Payne's going to be your pole sitter. We'll have to get with Joshua Franks on fixing his thing right there, but he's going to have Joshua Franks behind him. Michael
A little high up there. Let's see, middle worker is split second gaming. Oh, 33 bounced the wall there, and a big one. Holy cow. Caution. Well, the logos were supposed to be. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Secret Reports. It's a pleasure to have you live at a charge for Friday night fun and the Daytona sun, which actually it's going to the sunset sky right about now. That's kind of the way that we like to see it as the drivers get prepared and amped and looking pretty darn snazzy. There are their paint schemes. If you have not tuned into one of these broadcasts, well, welcome aboard. And hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. Thank you to all the fine folks out there. Oh, baby, that was a little wreck there on pit road. There's so burning it out, getting his nose dimpled in there a little bit. We are live for the Chop Shop Racing Next Generation Cup Series, coming right back here to Signature Esports on Friday nights, and that will be courtesy of the Chopping It Up podcast. If you haven't checked out Chopping It Up, well, you are. Charles Garrett here at the inside of the 97. Backs out of the corner, has to back out of the corner. 19, just an oops. And just an oops. Harris. The bottom side there, 24. Whoa, and Brad Dobbs just gets into him.
About to be green flag racing right here from virtual Daytona. As everybody gets up to speed, you're going to see the 121 take off, and it's going to be your race leader. Daytona's a big track, a lot of laps to go, 40 to go as we start the side-by-side racing. As everybody's going to make it interesting already. The 444 is going to slide, the 171 is going to slide right in front of everybody, showing 444 as the number for.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the IVRL International Virtual Racing League Truck Series, brought to you by HMG Innovations, HMGinnovations.com. For some fantastic graphics, guys out there doing some great doing a great job when it comes to the paint schemes and the graphic work that they do out there. Absolutely phenomenal affiliation to be able to have with the idea.